Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you might be. Welcome back to Betty Healthy Kitchen. Now, when I about healthy kitchen, it doesn't mean that it is just something to do with food. Sometimes health in the kitchen means a lot of things and various things. Now, today what I'm going to show you is how to sanitize your shopping when you come back from the from shopping. Let's say you've gone to the supermarket or maybe to the market, normal market, to go and buy your food, and get to know that germs are everywhere. Now, I'm sure there are those people who used to do this during Corona time, but right now Corona is not there, but germs are still there. So you need to get to know that once you get back from home after doing your shopping, get to know how to sanitize, or you need to know that you have to sanitize your whatever shopping that you have bought. Now, there are different ways that people sanitize their whatever they want to sanitize. First of all, it depends on what sanitizers you want to use. There are different kind of sanitizers in whichever place that you are. For example, this one here, I use it to sanitize the food that are edible direct or maybe are going to be cooked. I use these ones. Or alternatively, you can use warm water, and with the warm water you can use the detergent that you use for washing your dishes, and then afterwards make sure that you rinse it very well, and then before you store them wherever you're supposed to store them, make sure that you dry them up with a clean cloth if you have any that you've kept aside for this purpose, or you can use this kitchen paper, the kitchen roll, to dry them up before you store them in wherever place that you want to store them. Then apart from that one, there are also those that are packed. For example, you have something like this. These items, whatever is inside is okay, but the package, different people touch these packages. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but it is true. There are people who use the latrines, or not the latrines, sorry, the toilets, or the WCs, how you call it, I don't know. They go there, they help themselves, and despite the fact that there is waters that have been put there to wash your hands, and the soap or whatever that is used, the detergent that has been put there to clean your hands after visiting the toilets, they don't do that. They go straight and they start touching things on the shelves in the supermarkets. Remember, this is one person who is from the toilet. The hands are not washed, comes straight to the supermarket and starts touching the items that are there. This is the reason why we need to do sanitizing. We need to sanitize the shoppings that we do. We buy. It doesn't matter whatever the item it is. It could be packed like the one that I'm holding in my hand right now, or they could be packed in form of a bottle like that one. These ones all need to be sanitized. Reasons as to why I've already given you example, and there may be others also. Some people even just touch themselves, their bodies. Okay, you don't know how somebody is. It's not that I'm saying that some people are dirty, but there are people who don't even take shower themselves. They take up to maybe 1 week before the shower. I'm sorry. Yeah, it happens. So how do we sanitize? I've already given you examples. You use the fresh foods. I normally use this one, but you can also use vinegar. What you need to do, put water in the sink. It could be warm water or it could be cold water. Preferably I use warm water. You put water in the sink until full, And then you take the foods. For example, this one is lemon. Okay, it is packed, but I have to remove it from this net, and I put it in this water. In the water, I'm going to use this sanitizer. I put the food there, the lemon and the others that I'm going to remove for sanitizing. I put them inside there. First of all, I remove the package. I put them inside there, floating in water, making sure that they are floating in water. And then I'm going to use my Super Bright to scrub on them until I make sure that they are very clean. I put them on the side, and then afterwards I rinse them with clean water. Then after that, before I pack them to whichever place that I want to keep them, I use a clean cloth. That is, if you have one, or if you still can use the kitchen papier, as we call it, kitchen roll, to make them clean before you keep them. Now let's do it. Okay, as I told you, even the packed items need to be sanitized. In my case, what do I normally use? I take the kitchen roll, and then I spray the sanitizer on it. You can use the spray, or you can use a cloth with warm water with your cleaning detergent, or alternatively, if you don't have that, you can use vinegar. So what I do is I take this on the paper, and then I make sure that I clean the item. You put it on the side. Normally when I use sanitizers, I don't know why I have to cough. I don't know if there's anybody who is also like that. I hope I'm not allergic to it. Anyway, it's only the time when I'm doing this, that is when I just find myself coughing. Not really coughing, but yeah, you've just heard you know what I mean. So you just make sure that each and every part of the item is touched with the sanitizer. Okay, in this case, you don't have to use the clean cloth for drying them. This one, you just sanitize them from outside like this. Because definitely when you'll be using them, you're going to touch them, and by the time they will already be sanitized, so there will be no cause of alert. So you just sanitize them. Make sure that your piece of cloth is wet with the sanitizer. And once you are done with that, you just go and keep them in whichever place that you want to keep them in. I think that one is done. I need to use another one. Remember, germs are everywhere, and different people touch these items, so we have to be very, very careful with our foods. Sorry, maybe there's some noise, but that is normal. So I am done with the already packed items, and don't forget to clean the surface where you had placed them. Sanitize the place also, because the items were there and they were not yet sanitized. So you make sure that finally you have to clean the place. So I'm done with the already packed items. I'm coming back with the fresh foods. I'm back with the fresh, how do I call them? Because they are not packed, the unpacked food. Yes. Now, as I told you, somebody can use different ways of sanitizing. In my case, I normally use that one, or alternatively, you can use your detergent. Make sure that there is enough water full in the sink. Sorry, let me just put my, to hold the water. Normally I use warm water. I put it full to cover whatever that I'm supposed to sanitize. So like I was saying, you can either use the gel that you're using for cleaning your utensils, or you can use vinegar. You just put the vinegar inside the water that is in the sink already, or you use that one. This one is for the foods, let's say, like for the fresh food that I already put in the sink that I want to sanitize. So you just put it in the water. You can also do the same with the vinegar. That is, if you don't have this one, or you can use your dish gel. And then don't forget to scrub them, because we are getting the germs out of our food. Alternatively, you can even use that one or the vinegar, and then you just add a little bit of this dish gel. But remember, after doing that, we are going to rinse them very well, because these are foods that we put in our stomach direct, not like the packed. We use them. We can use them direct the way they are, not the packed ones. Sorry. So make sure that you scrub them very well. Those who are using apples, there are these areas. Make sure that you scrub very well. These are the areas where germs, not only those people touch, but those from the farms or from the gardens. So you just do that and make sure that you scrub them very well with whatever item that you're going to use, and rinse them later on. Then after doing that, remember you have either your kitchen roll or the clean cloth that you are going to use to dry them up after you have finished doing what you are doing. So this is what it is. Remember, germs have to be fought. We don't leave them to we don't let them to injure us. Now we are finished with the cleaning them, so you need to rinse them. When rinsing, you don't have to use warm water. You can just use cold water. The surface has to be made clean. Now, that is enough. Make sure that they are also floating in clean water. You take your clean cloth. This is specifically set aside for cleaning the food. For those of you who have children, this is very, very important to do this, because like children, they just come out from the playground where they were, they get maybe something like the oranges, they just put in their mouth, or any kind of fruit, they just put in their mouth. And remember, it is something that was coming from the supermarket where people touch them, different kind of people touch them. And once the child put it inside the mouth, this is when they start complaining of stomach problems and such like things. Please make sure that you do this. It is very, very important, even for you yourself. Make sure that you clean them and make sure that your food are free of germs. You don't have to, you have to clean them every other time when you come with them from the supermarket, and make sure that they're always very, very clean. This cloth, after using it for cleaning, make sure that you also have to clean it for the next use. Otherwise, I'm really, really grateful for those who are following me. I thank you very much for being my fans. And please, as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please, that notification bell should not be forgotten. And in fact, I really, really have to say that I really, really appreciate you people for being my fans, and thank you very much. Next time, thank you very much. Bye.